Hi everyone. It is my pleasure to invite you to the Techstars Toronto Winter 2022 Demo Day. Now we've been doing this for a while now. We started back in 2017, and this is our 7th class at Techstars Toronto. We are now at 77 investments, and we are so pleased to say that with just a few exceptions, these companies are thriving and growing in Canada and across the world. Now, when the pandemic started, we moved towards remote investments, and we decided to take a very international approach to tech investing, leveraging the global reach and strong brand of Techstars with the equally strong country brand that is Canada. Now, with the easing of restrictions, we moved to a hybrid program, but kept on going with the international thesis and the global diaspora. This time, our companies come from 2 geographies, Canada and Africa, and also include an impressive number of African Canadian entrepreneurs. These are diverse founders, to say the least, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the 12 latest companies. You're going to be impressed by some incredibly strong businesses today in a batch that includes at least 4 companies who have already surpassed the $1 million in annual recurring revenue milestone. You will also meet companies that have clearly found their product market fit and are starting to scale, and a few that are in the midst of launching their products right now. Overall, we feel that the valuations of these companies are attractive, and past performance has shown that Techstars Toronto companies grow very quickly and can become very valuable very fast. So please do consider the companies carefully. And the Stonks investment platform is purpose-built to allow investors to discover and then to invest. Now, for investors, we have something for each of you, and the Techstars due diligence and stamp of approval is on each and every one of these companies. I mentioned diverse founders, and I was not exaggerating. These 26 founders are set to impress, and they deserve your attention. Next year will take us to our 100th investment, making Techstars Toronto one of the most active investors in Canada, if not the most active of all. But before bringing on our first pitch, I want to acknowledge some incredible people and a few organizations that put Techstars into context for you. Our Toronto team is small but powerful. Gabby Rudd, who manages the entire program, is the heartbeat of Techstars Toronto. Alicia Golden, she leads our investments and has sourced and mentored so many of our companies while spending much of her time living in Africa. And Mohammed Shibin, well, he's our newest addition by way of India and has supported our pipeline and also supports the entire Techstars Canada portfolio, which now numbers more than 185 alumni companies. We've also benefited from the support of 4 program associates, Olivier, Manpriya, Raimundo, and Mohammed, who have supported the companies both in business and in design. We also wish them well on their next move and recommend them wholeheartedly to you. Techstars itself is on a remarkable path. We can now count more than 3,100 companies in our portfolio, and combined, they are approaching $100 billion in market capitalization. And if you're counting unicorns, well, we have at least 19 of them, with more to come. We're supported by some committed network partners, and this demo day itself is brought to you with the support of Brex. We also thank the teams at Stripe, Google Cloud, HubSpot, AWS, Silicon Valley Bank, and LegalPad for their time during office hours and one-on-one meetings and all of the generous credits that they've offered the companies. The power behind Techstars are the mentors, and this time we asked 150 mentors to join us on Zoom calls, host office visits, pitch practice, investor calls, do founder stories, and so much more. These mentors are so committed, and they care so much, and they give so much of their time, entire days in fact, and it's only because they care. Mentors, we love you, and we could not do this without you. So we're now at 77 portfolio companies. Their combined value is impressive. The number of jobs that they've created is truly inspiring. And many new immigrants have chosen this path to come join us here in Canada. And as I mentioned before, next year will take us to 100 investments. So please do stay close to our program. Applications will be opening very soon. And please refer us your very best people. And now, please meet the magnificent 12 companies from Techstars Toronto's Winter 2022 class.
My name's Axel Villamil. I'm the founder and CEO of StageKeep. I've been in the entertainment industry over 20 years, not just as a performer and creative, but as a developer and an entrepreneur 2 times over with production firms that work with Nike, Adidas, Mercedes-Benz, Walmart, Bombardier, and more. By mixing my passions together for performance and tech, I've been able to find a massive problem. The Super Bowl halftime show is the most watched performance in the entire world. Over $17 million is used to produce this show, but they use pen and paper to plan it. If you don't believe me, here are the actual plans for Super Bowl 2022's halftime show. What do you think they use for the Olympics opening ceremonies? What do you think they use for FIFA? The same thing. Not only is this inefficient, it makes it extremely difficult for stakeholders to communicate and share their ideas. It can make production timelines up to 2 times longer, cause overtime, and just eat into the budget. I mean, I'm not writing a letter to you to communicate. I'm speaking to you through your device to save time. At StageKeep, our talented team of developers, balanced with over 50 years collective experience in the entertainment industry, has digitized this process to solve this problem with a SaaS solution. StageKeep is a collaborative tool for creators to easily manage, review, design the pre-production logistics, videos, and rehearsals for production to save time and money. We are prototyping for performances. With less than $7,000, we were able to create an MVP to validate product market fit and more than triple our investment. With no marketing, we were able to get 500 plus customers, 10,000 plus users in over 24 countries, and attract enterprise clients like the NBA and NFL organically. With that traction, we knew it was time to start developing version 2.0. As word got around in our industry, we started getting noticed by creatives representing Beyonce, Usher, Doja Cat, Justin Bieber, and more, attaining a pipeline of over $1.2 million ARR. All of these customers are waiting for the next version. So you're probably wondering, performers, dancers, cheerleaders, is there a market for this? Hell yeah, there is. From the NBA to the NFL to Disney to the 3 million cheerleaders in the United States and all the other performers, Canada and the US have a TAM of over $8 billion. Okay, right? House lights. As each hour goes by for rehearsals and pre-production, costs increase. But with StageKeep, we save creatives over 30% in costs by cutting down rehearsal time and increasing communication. And for tours, this can be savings in over millions and millions of dollars. It doesn't stop at performers. StageKeep can increase productivity on film sets, Bollywood, event planning, fashion shows, arena logistics, TikTok, and more. Untapped markets all waiting for a solution. Now, we're halfway to completing version 2.0, and we're perfecting our product day by day. If you want to be part of an unforgettable show, email me at axel@stagekeep.com and help us change the way we create performances.
In 2006, I moved to Canada from my home country, Nigeria. But for a month, I didn't have a bank account. No debit card, no credit card access. I mean, I couldn't even receive wire payments from my loved one back in Africa. I had no financial power. And 16 years after, millions of African immigrants are still facing problems when it comes to cross-border transactions. They still can't save and spend foreign currencies with ease. Now, according to the UN, immigrants today are sending 65 to 80% of their disposable income back home to their families, and they are facing similar problems. High transfer fees, the lack of liquidity, the risk of counterfeit and theft, as well as long transfer times. At Expat, we empower African immigrant families and entrepreneurs with a path for financial power by enabling seamless cross-border spending and savings. We are more than just a remittance application. We are a borderless wallet that allows the African immigrants access to multi-currency accounts. This allows them to save, spend, send, and receive money both at home and abroad. You see, Expat is integrated into the everyday lives of our users. And because we believe that the future of finance is more than just government-issued currencies, our platform also supports blockchain-based currencies. Using Expat 16 years ago, I would have saved time, energy, reduced my risk, and I would have gotten up to 50% more money than the traditional money transfer platforms. And now, millions of African immigrants can too. Our revenue model is simple. We earn transaction fees up to 2%, we earn from the foreign exchange margins up to 10%, and a flat fee on all wallet transactions. Now, the Expat wallet system has direct application for the sub-Saharan remittance market. It's valued at about $60 billion a year. And this is our primary focus. It also has application in the African cryptocurrency market, which is valued at about $100 billion a year, as well as the remote work market, which is valued at about $28 billion per year. Now, as part of our go-to strategy, we are leveraging on our partnership network. Now, Expat is backed by one of the largest conglomerates in Nigeria. And as a result, we have access to a combined captive market of over 1 million users. We're also going to leverage referral campaigns as well as work with education and remote work agencies that are focused on the African migrants. Now, today, our app is live on the iOS store as well as the Google Play Store. We have about 6,000 users, and in the past 1 year, we have transacted over $7 million. Now, our team is made up of individuals who over the last decade have built some of the most successful and well-run businesses in Africa. And together, we will bring success to the Expat vision. Now, what if the future of banking wasn't a bank? And you could help redefine banking and finance across Africa? You see, Expat is your access point to the African finance growth story. And we invite you to connect with us to see how you could be a part of this transformation. And we look forward to it.
A lot of tangible products remain on shelves without companies like ours. At Fez, we are perfecting the last mile, one delivery at a time. My name is Shion Wali. I am the founder of Fez Delivery Co. Let me tell you a story about Liz, a 28-year-old entrepreneur who produces and distributes skincare products nationwide. Despite our efforts, it has been a problem to get our items to our customers without hassle. She has been faced with the problems of a highly fragmented delivery ecosystem, very manual delivery processes, as well as ridiculous and unfavorable pricing disenfranchising her. We are solving our problems at Fez by offering flexible pricing, nationwide reach so she doesn't have to worry about how to get her customers wherever they are, and by innovative and flexible technology like APIs and dashboard for businesses. Doing this since 2018, we have a total customer base of 11,000, completed over 500,000 trips, $332,000 in revenue for Q3, and aggregating $1 million in ARR for 2022. How do we make money? We currently operate two models: a subscription model for B2Bs, where they pay a fixed amount monthly for a guaranteed number of deliveries, and pay-as-you-go model for individuals, where they are charged based on distance and size of items. Today, we serve the likes of Kuda Bank, Fair Money, V-Bank, OPay, Economy, and Red Bull Nigeria. According to a popular Nigerian daily, This Day and Statista, the last mile logistic market is now worth $60 billion and is expected to grow by 20% in 2025, which means we haven't even scratched the surface of the market. Though the landscape is competitive, Fez is the only last mile company that caters to B2Cs, B2Bs, offers express service, has world-class tech stack, leverages hub services, and has nationwide reach. In terms of growth, by the end of 2025, we should have completed over 3 million deliveries, expanded to Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa. Stand solid at $1 million MRR with over 100,000 customers. Our founding team has a combined 23 years of experience. I have led operations and business development at Block, African's Finistra, OPay, Africa's unicorn, and I also led customer acquisition at First Bank Nigeria, Nigeria's very first bank. Our CTO Femi Jose is one of the best there is. He built First from scratch with previous experience as senior DevOps at First Bank Nigeria and senior software engineer at Terragon, Africa's leading data and marketing technology company. We have and we will be leveraging our wealth of experience to take First to the next level. If you'd like to go on this journey with us, kindly contact us with the following details. Thank you.
Since the COVID pandemic, online learning as we know it has drastically moved away from pre-recorded content. More institutions are now opting to offer live learning experiences for students. My name is Nathan Nwachukwu, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Class. Today, an institution such as Old School would need to juggle together 5 to 7 different tools, such as Zoom, Slack, Google Calendar, and Google Sheets, just to run their live classes, which leads to a messy experience. Introducing Class, the all-in-one platform for live learning. We help institutions to create, manage, monetize, and host live classes in one place. In just 6 months, we now power live classes for over 55,000 users in 21 countries, generated $40,000 in revenue so far, and onboarded top institutions such as Old School and The Bulb. According to a study done by MIT researchers, the live learning market is now worth $20 billion globally and is growing 18% year on year. So why do users love Class? We are the first truly live learning platform for institutions globally. Other solutions such as Disco and Maven are focused more on creators. Second, we make it extremely easy for institutions to create any type of size of class, from a 5,000 student bootcamp to a 300-person workshop. We power live learning experiences at scale. Finally, our flexible software allows our customers to integrate the tools they love, so they can set their class venue to be on Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or our own virtual classroom, Class Live. So how do we make money? We currently operate 2 models. A subscription model where institutions pay $29 per month for every instructor. Then we also have a transactional model where we take between 1.5 to 3% for every paid enrollment. In the next 12 months, we plan to hit 1 million users globally, onboard 85 more institutions, and build out a sales team in the US. Our founding team is a strong engineering duo. First, I'm a 19-year-old software engineer who turned down a scholarship from Carleton University in Ottawa to build out Class full-time. Before Class, I had built Blabber, which at its peak had 15,000 active users. My co-founder and CTO, Lekan Adejumo, is the definition of a 10x engineer. He was previously the CTO of Pick Me Up, one of the fastest growing ride-hailing startups in Nigeria. He left his job to build Class full-time too. We are on a mission to create modern learning experiences for a new world. And if you would like to go on this journey with us, kindly contact us. Thank you.
In the world, eye conditions are remarkably common. Globally, the population is growing, aging, and the explosion of digital uses is damaging our eyes. Today, we are living in a world where half of the population is wearing glasses, while another quarter cannot access them. In Africa, where I'm living, there is a population of 1.3 billion inhabitants, and only 5% of this population is wearing eyeglasses, while around 50% would need them. So why? Why is it so hard to access eyeglasses in Africa? As it currently stands, the local industry is not adapted to meet the challenges at hand. In fact, accessing eyewear in Africa is not an easy journey. There are too few opticians, they are difficult to reach, eyeglasses are very expensive, and the frames available are poorly designed and not fitted for the market. To give you a concrete view of our competitive landscape in Kenya, it can take up to 3 weeks to get glasses. It will cost you between 150 and 400 USD, and you will have to visit the facility several times. Not so great, right? My name is Antoine, and I'm the co-CEO of Mami Eyewear. Less than a year ago, with my co-founders, Mary and Arthur, we decided to leverage our respective experiences and network on the continent and launch Mami to solve this issue and bring eyeglasses to people who always found them out of reach. And here's our recipe. By creating affordable products for our customers, rethinking distribution processes, leveraging digital innovation, and connecting existing professionals to our ecosystem, we are making eyewear accessible throughout Africa and disrupting this market like what Lenskart did in India or even Warby Parker in the US. Since January 2022, we grew organically, acquiring 800 customers and selling more than 1,000 glasses. We have also built a leading community of eyewear influencers that are supporting us in making eyeglasses mainstream and above all, cool. This growth is also fueled by partnerships that we are setting up everywhere in the country with corporates to conduct free eye tests and distribute our products. During our time in the Techstars program, we have also established partnerships with 10 of the leading medical insurance companies in Kenya, guaranteeing us access to hundreds of thousands of customers while establishing Mami as a trustworthy and leading optical provider in the country. Down the line, these partnerships are also key to our expansion across the continent, as they are already giving us access to millions of customers across 9 additional African countries and taking away much of the cost of launching from scratch in these new markets. Today, with our competitive pricing, our supply chain advantage, and our key partnerships with leading brands, top influencers, and major insurance companies, we have a massive opportunity not only to sell our products directly to our customers, but also to partner with existing professionals and clinical facilities and set them up with their own Mami Eyewear shop. By creating the first digital eyewear shop on the continent, we will unlock the African market and we will get closer to our goal of making eyewear affordable and easily accessible to anyone in Africa. If you want to help us to revolutionize access to vision in the most dynamic continent with the fastest growing population in the world, feel free to reach out. We would love to connect. Thank you.
$9 billion were spent on the Canadian lottery last year, but 30% of Canadians say they can't afford a $500 emergency. My name is Jeremy. I'm the CEO of Ever.ca. We're bringing instant gratification to the traditionally long-term focused behavior of saving your money. Here's how it works. Deposit money into our simple mobile savings app and get rewarded with competitive interest and weekly chances to win large cash prizes. For every $100 that you have deposited, we give you chances to win cash prizes ranging from a few cents up to $1 million. Don't win? No problem. Get competitive interest rates on all your savings and save for your financial future. The key point is you can't lose. We'll make money through interest and interchange. Depending on interest rates, we earn a healthy margin on money that's saved in our users' accounts. And when we launch our prepaid card in the future, we'll earn about 150 basis points from the card networks paying us for issuing those cards. We also pay a small portion of our interest and our interchange revenues to a specialty insurance company. They ensure that these large cash prizes don't come off of our balance sheets and our costs scale with our revenue. We were really inspired by the UK Premium Bonds program, where 35% of the UK population participates. Correspondingly, less than 1% of the Canadian population has ever been exposed to this idea of prize-linked savings, so the market size is tens of millions of Canadians and tens of billions of dollars saved through Ever.ca. Private fintech companies have also taken this idea all around the world over the last 3 years. Just in the last 3 years, prize-linked savings has created $7 billion of enterprise value globally. We're going to start with the savings account, then we're going to launch our prepaid card so our users can get liquidity on their savings, and then we're going to launch higher margin verticals like insurance, mortgage, and others. Based on our projections, the way that we've been acquiring users so far, and comparable fintech growth all around the world, by the end of 2025, we're going to have $1 billion in consumer deposits and 500,000 new Canadians saving money through Ever.ca. Our core team has built important companies before. I previously led growth at Community Phone, one of the fastest growing MVNOs of all time and a YC company, and recently led growth at a company called Stonks.com, a venture capital platform. I'm also an active angel investor and syndicate lead with 1,000 limited partners on AngelList. Kai, our founding engineer, has been building consumer fintech apps for 10 years and has been part of $200 million worth of enterprise value creation as a founding engineer. Brandon is one of the most followed influencers in Canada with 1.4 million collective followers and has been consulting for companies like Google, Dell, TikTok Canada on how to reach a Canadian audience better, faster, cheaper. We also have a host of top angel investors and funds who have built some of the most important card and banking products in Canada and the US like ShakePay, Marqeta, and Aspiration. If you want to help the 99% of Canadians save a higher percentage of their income, please reach out.
During my HR career, I realized that construction businesses in Nigeria were losing up to 50% in income due to their inability to identify and hire competent and certified workers. My name is Oarehema Ochui, and I'm the founder and CEO of Laborhack. Meet Michael. Michael is the owner of a construction company that has just been contracted to build a large housing estate. Within 2 weeks, he must source and assemble 100 workers to commence the project. Unfortunately, his company doesn't keep skilled workers on payroll, which means he must go through the cumbersome process of testing and recruiting new workers. This will set him back by 3 weeks. What's more, he will have to pay the new workers a daily stipend during the testing process. This is a $4 billion problem that affects over 900,000 construction companies across Nigeria. And this is where Laborhack comes in. We're a B2B technology platform that certifies and connects skilled workers to construction businesses looking to access a pool of trained, tested, and vetted workers available on demand. We have partnered with UK and US accreditation agencies to ensure that all our workers are trained and certified according to global standards, providing them with the flexibility to work with both local and international companies within Nigeria. Our solution also provides access to job opportunities and economic stability to reduce the high rates of youth unemployment affecting more than 13.9 million youth across Nigeria. So how do we make money? We charge a $25 matching fee to businesses per worker. We also offer testing as a service to businesses at $50 for every worker taken through our testing process. And for skilled workers, we charge an annual membership fee of $13, which gives them access to the platform and its benefits, including payments, savings, microcredit, and microhealth insurance. Since our launch in November 2022, we've built a community of 4,500 workers. We've registered 600 construction businesses, and we've secured 100 letters of interest. In the next 12 months, we'll expand into 5 cities across Nigeria. We'll fully certify and onboard 1,500 skilled workers. We'll register 3,000 businesses and complete more than 2,000 matching requests. Ultimately, our goal is to tap into the $3 trillion global real estate market, exporting local talent to countries such as Canada, where there's a labor shortage. Our goals are ambitious, but we do have the team to make things happen. I have years of experience in this industry and previously ran an academy training skilled workers. This has enabled me to build a community and has given me deep insights into their challenges and aspirations. Our CTO, Patrick, has over 15 years experience in the tech industry, working with startups and enterprise systems, leading engineering teams, and delivering software at scale. We also have an executive advisor, Gary, who is the president of the Canadian Lenders Association and advises startups in the early and growth phases of business. We're backed by a group of amazing companies helping us scale our model. We're very excited about the journey ahead. If you would like to learn more about our work, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Hey, really appreciate you checking this out. I'm Tyler Bryden, the CEO and co-founder of Speak AI. For over 8 years, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars each month building successful online experiences and campaigns for clients of all sizes. And before that, I was an OHL draft pick and championship-winning competitive hockey player. And this is Vatsal Shah, our co-founder and CTO. He's an experienced team leader and full-stack engineer with deep expertise in software, hardware, and machine learning. He's built large-scale IoT applications under intense timelines for multinational companies. Before starting Speak AI, Vatsil, I, and the clients we were working closely with were overwhelmed with significant challenges in language data. And as the amount of that data exponentially increases, organizations are struggling even more deeply. IBM believes that 90% of the world's data is dark data that consists of essential insights for organizations. And much of this is language data. And what we've heard working with thousands of organizations is they are filled with fear they are falling behind. The truth is, they are, and they should be. On a mission to make sure no organization gets left behind, Vatsil, I, and other great teammates build software to help marketers and researchers automatically generate actionable insights from language data. What is this data? Crucial channels like customer interviews, online feedback, competitor content, social media, and more. And we enable teams to tackle these complex challenges without the need for expensive developers and data scientists. How does it work? We've created multiple seamless ways to capture and upload data into Speak. From there, our system automatically transcribes and analyzes the data with powerful outputs that extracts entities, classifies sentiment, and more. We don't just do that in one file. We then aggregate that analysis into incredible interactive dashboards and search experiences that enable users to find, visualize, and share the insights that matter in just seconds. Our team has grown the platform to over 8,000 users and 200 customers across 80 countries. Together, they've analyzed more than 100,000 media files and transcribed over 500,000 minutes of audio and video. We continuously see product adoption in marketing and research teams from great companies like Salesforce, HubSpot, Deloitte, IEEE, and more. These customers love our personalizable SaaS business model that helps them scale with their needs. And with over $250,000 in revenue to date, we're capital efficient, customer obsessed, and profit driven. And with the support of Techstars, we're driving all-time highs in user growth and talking to customers every single day to enhance our offerings. We're sitting at the intersection of a $78 billion market research space and a $42 billion natural language processing market that is growing 30% year over year. And we've differentiated ourselves through no-code software, popular integrations, proprietary analysis of audio, video, and text. What's next? $1 million in annual recurring revenue, multi-language analysis, even deeper integrations, and more valuable insights than ever before. We are proud to be helping amazing organizations reduce manual labor, unlock competitive advantages, build stronger customer relationships, and make better decisions. And the best part is, they no longer have to feel scared they're falling behind. If you'd like to be part of our journey to help organizations achieve excellence with their language data, just send me an email at tyler@speakai.co. We look forward to connecting. Thank you.
Hi, let's talk about the future of business communication. Being in business or running one is very tough. As an entrepreneur or operator, you must wear multiple hats if you want to create a great business or brand. And a great brand is one in constant communication with its customers. A great customer experience is the most significant difference between great and mediocre brands. It's how we consumers choose our favorite brands. And according to data, it's the #1 priority for business owners. Recent trends show that most businesses struggle with customer communication across multiple channels. Yet, on the other side, consumers feel most comfortable interacting with their favorite brands on their preferred channels. In fact, 9 in 10 consumers would rather text a business first before making a purchase. This dilemma forces businesses to combine several apps and workflows simultaneously to achieve some sync, but the long-term effect of this approach is absolute chaos. Conversations and data get siloed. It gets tough to collaborate with your colleagues on customer issues, and it gets super expensive very quickly with zero ROI to the business. My name is Collins, and I'm one of the co-founders of Simple, a shared omni-channel inbox for internet businesses to communicate with their customers at scale and securely. Simple aggregates every channel: email, SMS, WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger, Telegram, live chat into a beautiful inbox. It also integrates with most back office systems like Mambo, e-commerce apps like Shopify and WooCommerce, and CRMs like HubSpot, Zoom, and G Suite. With Simple, businesses no longer need 20 browser tabs or apps, or need to pay 20 different subscriptions. They only need one app, one browser tab, one subscription.
Since launching on Product Hunt in July 2022 and becoming the 4th app of the day globally, we now have over 2,000 plus daily active users across the financial services, e-commerce, and startup sectors. Over 20 active brands use Simple daily, and we have hit $15,000 plus in monthly subscriptions. Yet, we're only scratching the surface. There are over 3,500 companies in Nigeria alone that fit our ideal customer profile, with around $100 million yearly in capturable revenues. Our goal is to become the #1 communication rails for Africa. My co-founders and I have spent 20 combined years building communication type software for some of the biggest brands in Africa, like Sterling Bank, Shell Petroleum, and the big 4 telecom companies in Nigeria. Slack proved that businesses love good communication tools. We are going after a more significant opportunity and would really love you to join us on this journey. Thank you very much.
I have spent most of my life as a remote worker, living in Nigeria while working with foreign companies in the US and the UK. However, getting paid for my work was more difficult than the work itself, as I would have to manually send invoices and wait for days for the international money transfer to be delivered. I missed out on several jobs as there was no reliable ways through which I could be compliantly employed and get paid. Every time I got paid, I was losing 15% of my salary to each transfer fees and unfavorable exchange rate. During this period, I had to combine several inefficient tools such as Payoneer and Wise for contracting, invoicing, and receiving payments. The entire process was a mess. Millions of remote workers and freelancers are battling with this headache. My name is Victor, CEO and co-founder of Renest. We are a fintech startup that in just 8 months has grown to 80,000 users and clearing $120K in monthly revenue. Having a first-hand experience with the problems of contracting remotely in Africa, we decided to build Renest, a modern financial management suite for African remote workforce talent and global businesses that makes it super easy to manage contracts, invoicing, and payments. Renest provides a means through which remote workers can automate invoicing and get paid faster by clients globally, while saving costs on fees with Renest global accounts. For businesses, Renest provides them an easy way to onboard African talents, pay them in their preferred currencies, and manage the team expenses. Renest is making the process 70% faster and 30% cheaper. These are the reasons why Renest is trusted by over 80,000 users. Since its launch in March 2022, we have processed over $20 million in salaries for employees and freelancers working with companies such as TopTal, Upwork, Fiverr, and Tunga. We are making $120K in monthly revenue. We derive revenue from transactional and service fees. We charge independent remote workers a minimum of 0.9% of their salaries, while businesses pay a monthly service fee per employee. It's a perfect time to launch Renest, as remote and freelancing work is booming in Africa. Today, Africa is responsible for 10% of the digital freelancing market and is expected to be #1 by 2037. The rate of foreign companies paying these African talents is growing more than 800% year on year. This is greater than that of other continents combined together. We have been able to achieve this remarkable progress because of the dedication and resilience of the team. The team met in 2017 and we have a wealth of experience building and scaling solutions, having worked at unicorns such as Andela, Opay, and Jumia. I led technical integrations at Africa's biggest e-commerce platform in Nigeria, Ghana, and Egypt, and started Andela Global Salesforce screening before joining Acumen Fund in the US as an engineering manager. Richard is the CEO and has been at the core of fintech in Africa, having led digital growth at the likes of Opay, Fairmoney, and Lemonade Finance. Our CTO, Sodudin, has built solutions used at companies such as Facebook, IKEA, and Coca-Cola. With Renest, borders are no longer a barrier to global opportunities for African talents. Want to learn more about our growth and how you could help us succeed in our mission? Get in touch with us.
Over my 12 years consulting experience, helping businesses to scale across Africa, I noticed a common problem among e-commerce businesses. Lack of access to reliable infrastructure results in poor delivery turnaround time, high number of cancelled orders, dissatisfied customers, and ultimately 20% loss in revenue, which accumulates to an estimated $5 billion annually. To solve this problem, Render was born. My name is Otbe Onoboye. I'm the CEO and co-founder. At Render, we provide easy access to the end-to-end infrastructure that enables e-commerce businesses to optimize their order fulfillment and empowers them to grow, to scale, and become profitable across Africa. Businesses can access flexible storage, track and manage their inventory, process their orders, guarantee a 24 hours delivery, and receive cash payments from their customers. In other words, we are the catalyst for the digitalization of commerce in Africa. What makes us unique? We are limitless. With our asset-light model, we have partnered with thousands of warehouse owners, delivery drivers, and logistic companies, allowing e-commerce businesses to process large volume of orders and penetrate new markets with ease. How do we make money? We earn a 20% commission on every delivery cost, 15% service charge on every storage fee for fulfillment, and 2% of total cash collected as handling fees. Since 2021, we have worked with over 300 small and enterprise e-commerce businesses across 5 cities in Nigeria, processed over 100,000 orders valued at $12 million, grossed over $500,000 in revenue, and a current MRR of $80,000 that is projected to increase to $1 million by June 2023. A massive opportunity lies ahead of us. With over 300 million orders being processed annually and $334 billion logistics spend, the e-commerce sector is projected to grow by 50% in 2025 with the arrival of giants like Amazon on the continent. With our current experience, Render has positioned itself as a partner of choice for these businesses. So let's look ahead into the next 12 months. We aim to expand into 2 new African markets, process 350,000 orders monthly, and achieve $1.5 million in MRR. Why us? We have a superstar team. Myself, Otbe, the business lead, second-time founder with diverse industry experience. Bimbo, our product lead, with over 6 years experience with Mercedes-Benz and Volkswagen. Razak, our operations lead, with over 10 years experience with Jumia, Africa's largest e-commerce platform. Over 28 years combined experience. That is a guaranteed recipe for success. Join us as we drive the next phase of the e-commerce explosion across Africa. Thank you.
As the African economy struggles with the scarcity of foreign currency and unreliable online payment solutions, a hidden economy has emerged around the use of gift cards. My name is Damilayode. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Glover Technologies, the marketplace that's helping users to take advantage of this emerging economy. While gift cards rank as the most requested holiday gifts every year, a large number of them typically go unredeemed. In 2022, over $200 billion will be spent on gift cards in the US alone, and around 47% will be unused, according to reports by CNBC. Combine that with the $7.2 billion spent on prepaid call credits in Nigeria each year, and you have an addressable market of over $250 billion US. Glover was founded to provide a solution for these unredeemed gift cards, allowing users to securely verify, authenticate, and swap unused gift cards for cash, putting money back in the customer's wallet. 6 months into our launch, Glover had garnered 300,000 plus registered users, processed $5.5 million in total purchase volume, and grew revenue by an average 8% month on month, totaling $1 million US in the said period. We added new features that allows users to buy gift cards with their local currency and also swap excess phone call credit for cash. Today on Glover, 20 months since we launched, We have accrued over 800,000 registered users, representing 250% growth from the first 6 months. We process a monthly average of $1.5 million, which is an increase of 60% from the TPV from the first 6 months, while generating an average monthly revenue of $270,000, representing 61% growth in revenue. To understand the problems we solve and our customers, meet 30-year-old Ace. Ace operates 5 bank accounts, so she can access a total of $100 monthly for online payments. This is due to the $20 limit on local debit cards in Nigeria. Since discovering Glover, she funds her in-app wallet with Naira and then purchases gift cards for her online payments. She recently had a birthday and was gifted a Best Buy gift card, which she had no use for. She came on Glover and had it swapped for cash. Glover currently operates a B2C model, generating revenue from charges on all transactions, commissions on trades involving the swap of gift cards and phone call credits for cash, as well as on currency arbitrage, where purchased gift cards are foreign currency denominated. Our competitive edge is our secure marketplace. We have invested in a robust security curriculum. Another is the same-day settlement, one of a kind in the market today, and our large variety of gift cards available to the African space. For the next phase of our growth, starting in 2023, we would continue to deepen our catalog with a target of 3,000 gift cards, making us the platform with the most gift cards in Africa. We will transition to a B2B2C model with the launch of Glover for Business. Glover for Business will deploy APIs to third-party e-commerce and financial service platforms, allowing them to create custom gift cards as well as resell our suite of international and local gift cards to their users. Between our strong footprint in Nigeria and recent launch in Ghana, we are solidifying the most critical markets in the West African corridor. Next up, we'll enter South Africa and Kenya in our quest to consolidate the entire continent into one marketplace for gift cards. The team is made up of myself, Dami Layode, CEO and co-founder. In the past, I have led growth at OPay, driven product adoption for Kobo 360, and overseen strategy at Patricia. Our co-founder, Hanu, built Patricia, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in Africa with 1 million registered users and over $1 billion in processed value, and a bunch of other superheroes dedicated to doing more. For partnerships and collaboration, kindly reach out via the contact on the screen. Thank you.
Well, that's a wrap. What amazing companies. What amazing founders. How inspiring. Now, this is an investment platform, and we want you to invest in the future of these businesses. As you've just seen now on Stonks, it's very easy to do this. Now, if you prefer direct introductions to the companies, that's fine as well, and we can help. Please contact the companies directly. You saw their contact information for each of them just now. Or feel free to contact me directly, or Gabby, or Alicia, or Shibin. Even though this batch of Techstars Toronto has ended, we are committed long-term investors in each of them and will remain in close contact from this point on. We hope that you can join us as well. Until then, happy holidays from Techstars Toronto.